machine?
Oh, I would surely think so, seeing as the purpose of Hex is, to relieve man of a number of his woes, and I must point out that failure of the machinery to work in whole or in part is not the fault of the manufacturer, who can in no way be held responsible, but will in fact ensure that you, the purchaser, are clearly at fault for buying the product in the first place.
But can I use your machine?
Well, no, not now. It's not working.
Say, can I...
Oh, and is not what...
But can I...
Well, no, it's not...
Well, that's enough of this conversation for me. The suffragista, doing what I can only call a tied-up routine.
Women want the joke. Jokes for women. Female jesters can be every bit as dried up and cliched as a man. We shall not be moved.
Oh, no, not again.
We shall not be moved.
What, never?
What? Well, obviously not never. I mean, there's cause of nature for a start. The protest would lose some of its majesty if I didn't nip off now and then for a quick, well,
Oh, I see.
Then there's sundry other emergencies. I mean, if a tidal wave, came sweeping this way, then the protest itself could hardly be seen to suffer if I screamed in fright, untied myself and fled in the opposite direction. Just common sense, really. Live to fight another day, that sort of thing. Still, all in all, we will not be moved involuntarily. Except by cause of nature, cause of supernature, or through other extraneous circumstances that we can't really control.
Fine. Possibly the most carefully thought out protest song I've ever heard. It seems to me there has to be a better way of doing this sort of thing. Have you ever considered maybe distributing leaflets?
Thought of it. But it's a bit hard passing out leaflets when I'm roped up here, right?
I don't think you quite understand my point. But then who does? Is it a good place for this kind of thing? I mean, is the university garden really the most effective place to be getting your message across?
Not really. Still, what it lacks in street presence, I feel it makes up for with a certain rural charm, don't you? Sun in the trees, the wind in my hair, the rather interesting feel of hemp bounds as they restrain me. Are you married at all?
Excuse me, I think I hear my mother calling. Leaving us, of course, to ask the question, just how does she manage to tie up both of her own ends? Sorry, can't stay and chat all day, must be off.
shall not be moved.
Dino, eh? Less meat on him than a chicken nugget.
Jokes for women. Women want the joke.
Stone him! Yes, yes, yes! On the head! Ooh! Get him! Get him!
Oh dear, that deja vu headache is coming on again. Oh, well, it's what the punters want. Still, at least they know what's supposed to happen. Yada, 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 yada. Ah, here we are. In that she did take comedy in vain is hereby sentenced to be stoned by soft, chewy rock candy.
What? Taken comedy in vain? How?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It does. Define your terms, you fascist.
Well, it's for lame comedy then. Stuff that's lifeless, dull. The sort of rubbish you get when you lamely parrot off other people's material instead of coming up with something worthwhile or of your own. Stop that!
But you were parroting!
I am not parroting. I am parodying. Parodying. Completely different. Parodying. Remember that, and then we don't get sued.
Oh dear!
Stop it! Stop it! Now, who threw that? Was it you?
Yes.
Well?
Well, she was parroting.
Stop it! Stop it! Right, no one is to stone anybody
Until you've blown his whistle!
We've seen it. That's parroting.
Stone him! Stone him!
Not me! I'm not the one who wanted this stuff. They made me do it.
I say, shall we call this one the dead parroting sketch?
Watch it.
I have no further use for that.
Popping hummus. Popping hummus.
Anyway, here, try some candy rock. I bought it over from Jelly Baby, especially for you.
Oh, thanks. Oh, my tooth. Oh, no, my tooth. Oh, my tooth. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts me. Oh, I want my mummy. I want my mummy now.
Okay, don't cry, lime scale everywhere. I'll see what I can do to pull it out for you.
Oh.
Here, let me try something. This should work. One diamond, reasonably clean, all for you. Now get out there and star in my clicky or I'll take away all your makeup and ban you from ever visiting a hairdresser again.
You heartless beast! Gee, anyone would think you've been round the world for this here thing.
Somehow I think that the plot calls for me to add to her collection, not detract from it.